If you're looking for a delicious but easy holiday dessert, then you are going to want to keep watching. Hey friends, it's Kelly and welcome back to Mama Needs a Goal. Thank you so much for joining me today, and if you're new here, welcome, welcome. So friends, today we're going to be making a holiday Christmas Oreo mint brownie. It is absolutely delicious and I can't wait to share it with you. So let's quickly go over all the ingredients and then we'll get started. Alrighty friends, so we have some heavy whipping cream, a bag of white cream baking chips, a box of brownie mix, and friends, I want this to have like red and green, so I'm using some red Oreo cookies and then I'm using the green mint Oreo cookies. If you don't want to buy 2 packs of Oreo cookies, the red ones, they have no flavor. They're just the regular taste of Oreo. They're just red. But the green ones have that mint flavor. So if you just want to use one, use the mint Oreo cookie so that way you get the mint flavor in there. And then if you want to add red, you can just use some red M&Ms or you can just use some red sprinkles. I just want to mix the two because I want to have, you know, that Christmas feel, the red and the green. So I am using both, but you absolutely do not have to. If you only want to use one, please use the mint one. It is late in the evening, so I'm going to go ahead and make up the milk chocolate brownie mix, and then let that sit tonight, and then tomorrow morning we're going to go ahead and jump in and make the topping to go on top of the brownies. And I don't think you guys need to watch me make a box brownie, just follow the directions. Alright my friends, so last night, as I had told you, I was making my brownies, so that way I didn't have to worry about doing it today, and it gave it plenty of time to cool. I do want to mention one thing though. I like brownies when they're really thin like this. I don't like it when they're thick. It's just too much for me. I feel like when they're thin like this, you kind of get an end piece all the time. But if you want this to be nice and thick and really look decadent, I would suggest using an 8x8 or a 9x9 pan. I think look-wise, and it's going to be much more moist using the smaller pan. But like I said, I just prefer the brownies really thin, and I don't know, they're like done more or something. But that's a personal preference. If you want to do this, you can. But I do suggest using an 8x8 or 9x9 pan, unless you buy the family pack brownies, and you can use the larger pan and get a thicker brownie. And obviously my topping that's going to go on this is going to be a little bit thinner because I'm spreading it out further, but a smaller pan, you're going to have a little bit thicker of a topping as well. So I want you to keep that in mind when you're making this, or if you're going to make it, what you would prefer. You'll see what the final product looks like on the thinner version, and then you can just kind of gauge if you'd rather have it look thick, and it'll look a little bit more decadent than what this is going to look like. But again, I just like it thinner. So let me stop talking. Let's go ahead and finish making this brownie. Alrighty, so I have myself a microwave safe bowl. And I'm going to pour in 1 bag of my white cream baking chips. And then I have a 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. And we're just going to pour that right on in there. Now I'm going to throw this in the microwave, and I'm going to use my melt button. If you don't have a melt button, then heat this up in 30-second increments and just stirring to make sure that it's not burning. So I'm going to throw that in there right now. Alrighty, so now I'm going to take my brownies, take the cover off, get ready while that's in the microwave. I went ahead and did a little bit of prep work. I took 10 of the red cookies and broke those up. And I took about 12 of the mint ones and broke those up. If you're just doing one of them, use about 22 cookies and break them up of the one, but I'm doing both because I want the mint flavor, but I also want the red and green color together. So I have these here ready to put on, so when I pour my chocolate mix over top, we'll be ready. So as soon as that's done, we'll go ahead and pour it in. Alrighty, I got my bowl here. I did do a stir in there when it was going. Let's go ahead and get this mixed up really well and get it all melted. You really need to watch it closely because you do not want it to burn and get lumpy. Especially when you put the milk in there, because it does seem to, or the whipping cream, it does seem to cook a little bit faster, or melt, excuse me, not cook, but melt a little bit faster. So you definitely want to keep an eye on that. Do not let it go without watching it. Okay. I think I'm going to stop it right about here. I got a few little lumps, but I'm not going to go any further because I don't want a chance burning it. Alrighty. Okay, now we're just going to pour that right over my brownie. Alright, I'm just going to smooth that out. And like I said, this will be a little bit thicker if you use the brownie mix, or not the brownie mix, the smaller pan, 8.5 by 8 by 8, excuse me, I'm struggling, or the 9 by 9 pan. Now I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle on, I think I'm going to do the green first. We're just going to sprinkle those on. You can already smell it. It smells good. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of red in there now. And make sure I get that red in there. Like I said, you could use red M&Ms instead of the red cookies. You could do sprinkles. I just decided I wanted to do the red cookies. Alright, and now I'm just doing a little bit more green in there. Turn them up a little bit so you can see the green. Just want to press down a little bit just so it'll set in there, because it does harden kind of quickly. Alrighty. And then after we finish this, we'll go ahead and just put it in the fridge for a little while. And then I think after dinner I'll go ahead and do a slice and we'll do a quick taste test. Alrighty, my friends. So there you have it. Let's move a little bit of that green out there. Just like that. Isn't that pretty? So, so pretty. Okay. Alrighty, we'll check back after dinner and we'll do our little taste test. Alrighty, friends, here we go. This looks so good. And you know, something else that I thought of that I forgot to mention is if you wanted to, you could add some food dye in the mixture as well, and you could make it green or red if you'd like. You could try to make it like the Grinch if you wanted to. You could add some green in there or add some red. I think that would look really nice too. So I'm going to go ahead, slice a piece, and then we're going to do our taste test. Alrighty, let's... Oh, that first one's always hard to get out. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Can you see that? Alrighty, let's go ahead and do a taste test. Alright, my friends, here we go. Hubby just took a bite, or took a piece, and he really liked it. He said it was really good. Mmm. Mm-hmm. You really get the mint flavor, but it's not overpowering. You get the brownie. This is so good. Oh my goodness. Can y'all see it? I know it kind of... There we go. It is really good. Oh my gosh. I'm not a sweet eater. With this piece, with this, it is really delicious. Oh my goodness. Absolutely delicious, friends. Absolutely delicious. I'm gonna get the food out of my mouth before I start talking again. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Alright my friends, so that'll do it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it 2 thumbs up. Don't forget, hit that little subscribe button. And if you do me a great favor, hit the hype button for me, so my video will get out there a little bit further and reach a few other people. And also, please check me out over on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, and TikTok, as I am active on all those social media sites as well. So friends, thanks so much, and I'll catch up with you next time. Bye.